Howdy folks, welcome to the channel Rockin' the Country. You saw the title. This song has a history on the channel and I'm going to read it to you. I'm going to sort of run through a couple of details on it, but it's a gift request of funRonni. And it's Dwight, Yoakam, and Buck Owens. You saw that. Streets of Bakersfield. And Ronnie said, just a shout out to Renee Mooberry. So this is the one that she especially wanted to give a shout out to Renee Mooberry on. Even though I gave a shout out on a prior video, this is the one especially that Ronnie wanted for Renee. And Ronnie said, I came across this video and I don't see it on your channel. It doesn't say Vivo, so fingers crossed. If it's on Warner, that gets blocked a lot too for some reason. It's Renee's guy singing with Buck Owens. The video is cute. Are you changing my name again? I kind of like that last one. It's definitely different. You got to refresh my memory on what I said. Your latest. It could be Philosopher Ronnie. Maybe that's what I said. But I guess I come up with nicknames, don't I? But here's a little bit. I'll just type in Bakersfield and you'll see. Okay, on April 5th of 2020, Homer Joy's daughter, now Homer wrote this song, Stephanie Marco, posted this. This is the song my dad wrote that earned him his Grammy nomination. He would have really appreciated your hair comment. It was pretty amazing. I appreciate you listening. This song did a lot for my family. I'm glad people are listening to his songs. It heals my heart. So Stephanie, if you see this one, feel free to comment again. We love seeing these. And now, Chris Joy, the much younger cousin of Homer Joy's, commented on April 6th of 2020, the day after Stephanie did, about the reaction I did and to this one. So the family is involved. Susan Joy emailed me and we spoke on the phone for over an hour about this one. She sent me a song or two of Homer's for me to react to, which I did. So we're looking 5 years back. Now, this is the deal on this one. I did Streets of Bakersfield and it had been requested by Chris Joy, who is Homer's cousin. And Homer, to refresh your memory of 2 minutes ago, wrote this song. And Chris said, thank you, sir, for sharing my cousin Homer Joy's song and your thoughtfulness towards his family. You should listen to his song, Streets of Bakersfield, a more well-known song of his and my favorite song of Homer's. Right. Now, after I had that song up for 3 years and over 6,000 views, I was notified on April 17th of 2024, it was blocked worldwide. And every so often that happens with songs. And it just happened to me the other day that a Queen song that I reacted to on my Agnostic Philosopher channel that had been up for maybe 2 years, I was notified that it was being blocked. Okay, thanks for the 2 years. And then I did Streets of Bakersfield of Homer Joy and Buddy Allen Owens. Now we're up to the present moment, and I'm going to do this version. I don't know if I've done it before. And see if it gets through the gatekeepers. It's the official music video. I think that was the one that did get blocked, but we'll find out if they loosen the strings. Thank you for this gift, Ronnie. Does it even get better than that?
I came here looking for something I couldn't find anywhere else. Hey, I'm not trying to be nobody. I just want a chance to be myself. I've spent 1,000 miles of thumbing. Yes, I've worn blisters on my heels. Trying to find me something better here on the streets of Bakersfield.
This is like written for Dwight,
hey,
practically.
You don't know me, but you don't like me. Say you care less how I feel. But how many of you Bakersfield.
Don't look, Renee.
Spent some time in San Francisco. I spent a night there in the can. They threw this drunk man in my jail cell. I took $15 from that man.
Wow.
Left him my watch and my old house key. Don't want folks thinking that I'd steal. And I thanked him as I was leaving. And I headed out for Bakersfield.
Love the guitar.
Hey, you don't know me, but you don't like me. Say you care less how I feel.
Couldn't care less.
But how many of you that sit and judge me?
I love that
Ever
line.
walk the streets of Bakersfield?
People have opinions,
Hey, you
don't
know
they?
me, but you don't like me. Say you care less how I feel. But how many of you that sit and judge me ever walk the streets of Bakersfield? How many of you that sit and judge me ever walk the streets of Bakersfield? Now there's only one problem, and I see with this car.
What is it? What is it?
Well, it's
Buck
got
on it?
it's got buck, but
What's
I think we need Dwight down here somewhere.
Well, I was gonna have that put on there, but see, Dwight is about 6 or 8 letters.
Well,
you know.
if
This
you
is
add a
4.
little piece up here, I think it'd fit right up here.
Well, you got
Dwight and Buck.
Okay. All right,
Or is it
Dwight.
Buck and Dwight?
Well, it's one of the two.
I love that stuff. That little itty bitty friendly shit talking there. But, Dwight's just trying to get his name in there with Buck. And Buck, I mean, for Dwight, too, at this point in his career, I don't know how many songs he'd had out there and how well he was known, but his path to California was quite an arduous one. I think, of course, he was born in Kentucky. His family moved to Ohio at a very young age. They went back and forth to Kentucky. Dwight eventually made it to Nashville. They didn't accept him there, but he was there for quite a while. Then he made his way out to California. And as I recall, he was sleeping like in a friend of his literal closet, that if his friend opened the closet door, it would bang in the head or something like that. We saw that in one of the mini documentaries on Dwight, and he made it out there, and he writes a lot of songs about LA and such. But so I wonder, did Homer write this for Dwight? Because it's almost a perfect fit. And the fact that Buck did this, I don't know if Buck decided to do it and invited Dwight onto the track, or if it was Dwight's and he begged Buck to be on the track. Because if Dwight wasn't that big yet, certainly having Buck on there lends a whole lot of credibility to who you are as an artist. And that's just the way the game is played. You'll get an artist on a track, who's very well known. You might get an Eric Clapton to play guitar, a couple of guitar licks on a track, and then they could say, oh, such and such an artist and Eric Clapton. You're like, whoa. But I don't know. But as far as the song goes, you don't know me, but you judge me. You've never walked the streets of Bakersfield. You don't know me. You don't know what I'm about. And how do you judge it? I get judging people, but to judge is not a negative or a positive. It's just to make an assessment of a situation, whether you like a food, whether you care for the weather. We're making judgments constantly. But it's become a pejorative term where you're judging me negatively. It's like, no, I could be judging you positively, But in this one, the word judge is like criticizing. You're looking down upon me and you don't know me. And it's like that, I cannot connect to that mindset of like being critical of another person without knowing them. Like how? I don't know. But very well written song. I love the fact that there's an accordion in this because that instrument still, I don't even know how that instrument came to be. How did that even come into existence? Because it didn't just one day show up as all these buttons and this thing going like that and whatever else it does. It had to have been a growth process. So I hope this makes it through the gatekeepers, especially for Renee's sake, so she could see Dwight dancing with his fancy belt buckle there, with his oversized conch shells or something like that, metal ones. I've got my Stetson has a hat band that has it's a mini version of that belt. But Buck had fun on this one too, and even that little tidbit in the end under the Bakersfield, the famous Bakersfield sign. If you're not into country, even people who are into pop country, Nashville country, would not recognize what that Bakersfield sign signifies. With Merle and others, where the Bakersfield sound, and that's outlaw to an extent, a big extent. This song to me is a 10. It's always going to be a 10. It's plain and simple. So if it gets through the gatekeepers, I hope the video gets through. I think the audio will. I'm going to put that in the playlist of songs of 10 and above, and that's from funRonni. A quick shout out to Renee and for all the other, especially ladies out there that like the way the way Dwight dresses and dances. Have a great day, folks. See you on another video and keep rocking the country.